At the dawn of a new millennium, a team of conservation scientists found themselves hiking through the remote and densely vegetated gullies at the base of Wolf Volcano, located on the northern tip of Isabela Island, the largest landmass in the Galápagos archipelago. Wolf Volcano rises nearly 5,600 feet above sea level, its slopes creating a series of distinct microclimates from the arid coastal zones to the misty highlands. The scientists had come to conduct a routine survey of the tortoise populations that lived on the volcano slopes. For years, researchers had known that Wolf Volcano was home to one of the largest remaining populations of Galápagos tortoises, with thousands of the iconic dome-shell variety grazing on the lush vegetation of the high elevations. But as the team moved through the thorny underbrush of the lower slopes, something caught their attention. Among the familiar high-dome tortoises, they began spotting individuals that looked distinctly different. These tortoises had shells that curved upward at the front, the characteristic saddleback shape that had been extinct for over a century. There were pockets of tortoises that looked out of place, recalls James Gibbs, a conservation biologist who serves as a National Geographic explorer and leader of the Galápagos Conservancy, the organization dedicated to protecting and restoring the archipelago's wild ecosystems. The discovery was puzzling. How could saddleback tortoises be living on Wolf Volcano when they were supposed to be adapted to arid, low-elevation environments? And more intriguingly, why did some of these saddlebacks bear resemblance to the long-extinct Florina species? The answer, it would turn out, lay hidden in the genetic code of these mysterious tortoises, and in a tale of survival that stretched back to the very ships that had supposedly wiped out the Florina species forever. What the scientists had stumbled upon was nothing less than a biological crime scene that had been waiting 150 years for forensic investigation. The saddleback tortoises of Wolf Volcano weren't supposed to exist, but there they were, carrying within their DNA the secrets of one of conservation's most audacious possibilities, the resurrection of an extinct species. The genetic analysis that followed would push the frontiers of scientific detection, revealing a story of survival against impossible odds and setting the stage for one of the most ambitious conservation projects ever attempted. The descendants of those tortoises taken aboard ships like the Essex had not all perished in the depths of the Pacific or in the cooking pots of hungry sailors. Some had survived, and they had been waiting patiently on the slopes of a remote volcano for science to finally catch up with the truth. The Florina tortoise was not truly extinct. It lived on, hidden in plain sight, ready to reclaim its ancestral home and restore an ecosystem that had been incomplete for nearly 2 centuries. This was just the beginning of an extraordinary scientific journey that would span continents, require cutting-edge genetic technology, and ultimately attempt to right one of the great wrongs in the natural history of the Galápagos Islands. The giants were coming home.